Hello everybody, I was just about to sit down and eat some dinner, and so I thought I would show you a little bit about what I eat for dinner on a regular basis. And that is my favorite bento from the Valor supermarket, which is a Kokusan Wakadori no Piri Kara Ae Bento. In other words, it's this. So, I'm just going to show you how I eat it without having you have to watch me eat it. And then you can enjoy eating whatever food you eat. Anyways, the first step is sometimes there will be tape taping it together. This time they have this nice rubber band. So we're just going to take off the rubber band like that. Sometimes it's attached to the bottom, so I'll just rip that off. And now we can easily take this top off, like so. And sometimes you got a bit of food sticking to it, but that's fine. So, next, as you can see, there is this little red thing in the middle of the rice. That's an umeboshi, and those are disgusting, so you can just throw that out. And then, after we have disposed of the disgusting ball, we can just throw this into the microwave. And my microwave, I pop it in for like 2 minutes in the summer, 3 minutes during the winter, because my house is a refrigerator during the winter because I don't use heaters. So I'll pop it in and then it'll come out nice and hot, and I'm just gonna cut the video to that point. Now while we're waiting for my bento to cook, I thought I would introduce you to one of my favorite fruits, which is a Japanese persimmon. In Japanese they call this akaki. In Albanian, they also call this akaki. Probably from the Japanese word kaki, since it's a Japanese persimmon. The regular persimmon has a different name. I believe it's, I always forget what it is. Horens, no, that's not right. That's spinach in Japanese. How to say persimmon in Albanian? It almost said Albion. Hurm. That's what it is. So, Japanese persimmon in Albanian is kaki, just like it is in Japanese. And other persimmon in Albanian is hurm, or hurma, if you want to say the persimmon. So, that's a persimmon. If you get them unripe, I'm not sure about the Japanese persimmon, but with the other persimmons I had in Albania, if they were not ripe enough and you ate it, it gave you a nice sensation in your mouth where I could never tell if it was numbing my mouth or if it was drying my mouth completely. I assumed it was numbing it because it's kind of a juicy fruit. But if you want to have the same sensation, you get it from eating, I believe it is an unripe quince or an acorn. I may know what an acorn tastes like from when I was a high school kid and I thought it was a good idea to eat one off the ground. And that's how I found out the acorns taste kind of like apples that dry out your mouth something horrible. So now, let's just wait for the bento. Did you hear that? The 3 minutes is up. Let's get that bento. Alright, here's the bento, all hot and sizzling. Yes, you can hear the sizzle. I don't know if you can, I can. Listen. By the way, your ear is down here, because that's where the microphone is. Anyways, so here we have the cooked bento. So next, you'll typically get some wooden disposable chopsticks. So you're just gonna take those out and be careful because there's also toothpick in there, right there, as you can maybe see, just right there. And sometimes when you pull these out, the toothpick comes flying out as well, which is not optimal. Unless you don't use toothpicks, in which case it's whatever. So, then you just bust them apart like so. You follow an instructional video to teach you how to use chopsticks if you're not aware. And then you eat your bento. So first we have the ginger. See, that is ginger. The first time I ate ginger, I thought it tasted like how laundry detergent smells, which was not a pleasant taste, but it's a wonderful smell. But after a while you get used to it, so now I like ginger. There you go. Then you have these green vegetables. I don't know exactly what vegetable they are. They're okay. Then you have this stuff. Let me get that closer. Which the orange things are carrots. The rest of it is, I really have no idea. Half the time I eat these bento boxes, I don't know what I'm eating. But it tastes edible, so I continue. Then you have half of an egg. Well, that's more of a third of an egg. But if you can see that, it's only partially cooked. So it's a little bit liquidy. So if you don't like liquidy eggs, if you prefer your eggs completely well done, then maybe this egg is not for you. Next we have the rice. Right here. And as you can see, this rice is all sticky. So it's easy to pick up with chopsticks. There are different kinds of rice, and sticky rice is the kind that they use here in Japan, which is why they can eat it with chopsticks. If you use some other kinds of rice and you try eating them with chopsticks, it's going to fall apart on you, and you're not going to be able to eat it. So, yeah, sticky rice. And finally, we have my two favorite parts. We have this vegetable that is soaked in some kind of sauce. I don't know what vegetable it is, but it's pretty good. At least when it's in the sauce. And then we have this chicken. And as you can see, it's also drenched in the sauce. And then beneath the chicken, there's like this salad lettuce. It's not really a salad, it's just kind of lettuce, so you can eat that if you want. And naturally, you eat the chicken too. But anyways, that's my favorite bento. There's one or two other bentos that I like to eat if this one isn't around. One of them has like egg cooked on top of some kind of meat on top of rice, and that's pretty good. Another one just has meat with some sauce sprinkled on top of it. Most of these bentos have rice, ginger, weird vegetables, things you don't know what they are, and for the most part it's pretty good. Except for the stupid umeboshi, those can go die. I really don't like umeboshi. Anyways, that's all for this video, so I'll see you in the next video, and bon appetit!